The turnkey event, the destruction of the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. Excerpt of the message from December 6, 2015. When you see the Dome of the Rock destroyed, drop to your knees. That is the beginning of the end. Jesus began, "My love, you are nearing the finish line. Stay on the straight and narrow. Time is winding down and events are winding up. The enemy is closing in on the nation of Israel. You remember what I told you about the turnkey event, the destruction of the Dome of the Rock?" "Yes, Lord, I do." When you see that, drop to your knees. That will be the beginning of trials, such as this nation has never seen or dreamt of. Even those planning the events will be shocked at the repercussions. Do not be afraid, Claire. I tell you ahead of time. Do not be afraid. Drop to your knees. Give thanks, for your redemption draweth nigh. It will be a time of unsurpassed wailing and travail. Nations will crumble before your very eyes, and all eyes will be upon Jerusalem. There will be no more time left for preparations. No time at all. Only prayer. Do you understand? Do not go out. Do not leave your houses. Drop to your knees and pray. The Divine Mercy Prayer is second only to prayer in my spirit. The last drops of mercy will fall from the goblet of hope. The very last drops. Those who have turned to me will be saved, some as going through the fire. But you and your family, your true family, the precious brides I have drawn under your umbrella, you will all be taken care of. Fear is useless, only prayer and trust. Jesus, I trust in you. Over and over again. I will take care of the children of your womb. They will turn to me, one by one, acknowledging and repenting of their sin. Claire, do what you can while you are here. Drop to your knees when the Dome of the Rock is destroyed. Do you have any presents for me? Lord, I'm sorry. I've been pretty stingy. Well, make it up to me. I'm longing for those little marks of affection when you do violence to your taste buds, as well as your desire nature. More and more. Please, Claire, I will give you the grace. Can you just try? Yes, Lord, I will try. Can I have the grace to be willing to try? You can. Make ministry your #1 priority and let the rest fall by the wayside. And to you, my brides, I say the same. Let your witness be as little wedding gifts to me. Soon, the scorn and contempt you have endured because of your faith will turn to rejoicing. Soon, very soon. Though you've been scorned as Noah and his family were scorned the entire time they were building the ark, you will be vindicated. Back then, I shut the door and opened the fountains of the deep, and screams of all those who held them in derision resounded through the walls, only to fade away into the distance as water began to engulf them. Yes, Noah and his wife were grieved deeply, but soon I gave them the peace that passes all understanding, that they had done all that was humanly possible to save the others. It was not my will to bring them into the ark, because their lives had become seriously contaminated with sin and the Nephilim. Let me say this much. In that hour much mercy was given. It is beyond the understanding of man. My nature, it is comprehensibly sensitive and fair. The problem with your culture is that your consciences are distorted. May I say, as bad as they are now, they still have not matched the depravity of the Nephilim men and women. Not yet, although that is coming. There is no fear of God, not true fear, but there will be. And I'm not talking about threats or brutalizing people. I'm talking about the kind of fear that lies profoundly beneath the love of God. This fear must be established. The understanding that I'm not a man that approves or winks at sin. The understanding between my idea of righteousness and man's idea. That young man was given a great grace, that my people may be prepared for my coming. Claire, when you study what he was taught, you will begin to understand righteousness and see how depraved mankind is. I had to die on the cross to pay for your sins. I had to. It was impossible for you to pay your own debt. Impossible. But now, my love, I know your heart, and I so desire for you to be with me. I would die all over again just to have you by my side for eternity. My brides, that applies to each of you. That is why I weep and intercede before the Father when you sin, even the littlest sin. And what hurts the most is willful disobedience. Oh, trust me, my brides. I ask only what is best for you. Will you trust me? Come now, we have work to do. Souls are waiting and crying out to me for deliverance. Be my ambassadors of truth and love. Answer their call. I'm with you in this endeavor. Simply help where you can. Don't fret over what to do. Just help when you see the need. Rest in that, and I will quicken your heart to act. I'm coming, and I'm coming soon. Rest in that too.